Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, December 1, 2015, 11:13 p.m. Birmingham. Topic you may or may not have heard, but they're increasing the amount of ethanol that they're putting in your gas. The octane that's 87, the octane that's the mid-grade 91, and the octane that's the higher grade 93. That's coming down to 91. The 91 is going to come down to 89 if it hadn't already, and the 89 will come down to 87, and then the further out west you go, that'll drop down to 85. But the bad thing is they're increasing the amount of ethanol, or you can say pure water, that they're putting in your tank. If you could separate the burning ethanol, the part of the ethanol out of a gallon of water that'll burn, guys, you're talking about a cup, maybe two per gallon. Ethanol, it can come with a very high octane. But anyway, I want to warn you. So the octane now that's 87 is 10% ethanol, is going to 15%. Probably already has. The 91 octane is dropping 88 or 87, and the 87 is dropping 85. It's going to 15% ethanol. And then the 93 octane is coming in 91, and the amount in it's going to go to 10%. So that's going to force you to automatically move, because when you from the lower to the higher, force you to buy more expensive gas when the cost to make it is nil, but yet they charge you 30 or 40 cents a gallon more than they do on the other. So what can you do? Don't use seafoam. When you go into a auto parts and tell them, your car's acting up, let me tell you what to get. Let me tell you what not to get. Number one, get you the strongest fuel injection cleaner you can buy. It's going to be expensive, but that's going to be the best. Don't even think that it can clean or remove the ethanol, which is the water that's in your tank, because it will not. They will push on you at the auto zones and stuff like that. They'll push you on the seafoam. Seafoam is a miracle wonder. Put this in your car, you won't have any more problems. That's a lie. That is a lie. Look up on YouTube comparison test on what additives to use with fuel, and you'll see, well, one of them is seafoam, and the next one is HEET, HEET, and the next one is rubbing alcohol, 70% rubbing alcohol. The HEET and the rubbing alcohol outperformed the seafoam. Oh, there wasn't a comparison. You could stir the seafoam and shake it, set it down in less than 2 minutes, it completely separated. The HEET and the alcohol took several minutes to separate. Look, several minutes is a big deal. But when you put something in there that virtually makes no difference, and yet you pay a lot more for it, don't buy seafoam. I'm telling you the truth. And I don't know what you can do to make it better other than do what I do. And there's two things I can do. One I haven't done yet. I can add a diesel fuel filter. It'll be an inline filter. That's the best thing to use. It'll remove the water. The other thing is acetone. Write it down. Acetone will outperform seafoam as if there's no seafoam even put in it. It'll outperform HEET, the HEET additive that's supposed to take out the water. Look, You don't take out the water. When you put something in, something doesn't disappear. So think about that. If they tell you, oh yeah, you pour this in and it takes away the water, well, where does it take it to? I mean, really, the water doesn't go away. It stays in the tank. It stirs it. And then the other is rubbing alcohol, 70% minimum. Those two will thin the water, the ethanol, enough so that your machine, your car, will run. But if you have a riding mower, anything that you have, just if you're able to turn the fuel off and let the motor continue to run until it dies, the best thing to do. That way it won't sit in your carburetor and turn it into like syrup. That's what it does. It'll turn it into, syrup. You know, just like heating up a can of condensed milk. What do you get? Caramel. The same thing when you get the ethanol inside your carburetor. It turns to caramel, real thick. So look at, again, the heat. Look at rubbing alcohol and look at acetone. The cheapest by far is the acetone. By far the cheapest. And by far will do the best job to keep that separated. In other words, keep it mixed up well enough for your car to burn it. All right, I know you're tired of it. I'll let you go. Jody Wolf Expoz.